Yes. This is Arthur Lewis with All Farm Gardening live at the Grenada Food Forest, where my mission is to get you growing. In today's video, we're gonna move our Nucs that we've had here for about 3 weeks. Just introduce them to the Grenada Food Forest. The bee technician said after 2 weeks we should move these Nucs into these brood boxes that I have over here. So we're gonna attempt to do that today. Not an expert in bees, very interested though, and my mind is open to learning just about anything I could learn in the bees. If you're looking at this video, you see me doing anything wrong, don't be afraid to correct me in the comments. So just let me jump into these gears, and then we're gonna get along with the moving of these Nucs into brood box. So I'm all suited up and ready to start interacting with these hives. This suit, it's a lot of fear. I would prefer not to be in it, but you know, my little ones who are my directors and camera crew advise me against it out of concern for my safety. So I'm in the suit. My nose is itching. I cannot itch it. I cannot scratch it, sorry. These gears, by the way, pick them up off of Amazon. They're amazing. I feel safe and all of that. So if you guys are interested in getting some of these gears, the link for these will be placed in the description. So you can head over to Amazon, pick yourself up some gears if you're just starting beekeeping like myself, or even if you're a professional and you're looking for some good stuff. Alright?
Okay, sir.
So I have my smoke, because we're just supposed to give the bees a little smoke to make sure that they get out of the way and they don't get smashed while you're interacting with the hive. So we're going to set the smoke down here. I'm also going to set, let me put the smoke over here. I'm going to set the Nuc box here temporarily. And I'm going to get the new box. Now, as I expand, or even before that, I'm going to be building stands for these hives. But the truth is, I've been so excited to get these into here and on the way that, you know, I'm doing things in this crazy, excited pattern. I can't help myself. I get anxious sometimes, and I hope that that would not come back and bite me in the rear. But that is what is happening here. So I have these brood boxes. I made them myself following the Longstrath hive dimensions. I have 5 frames in this brood box, and I have 5 frames in this Nuc box. And so the mission is to place the 5 frames from this box into this box, alternating between the unused frames that I have here and the frames that the bees would have already colonized in this box here. Alright, so the bees, they're buzzing around my face, and I'm quite happy that I was advised by my children to wear the gear. There's one right here. I don't know if the camera could see it, but it seems really interested in my face. I am a beautiful person, and that could well be the reason. But it could also be because it considers me a threat and wants to attack. Bees are already crawling into this box. That would have been the original location. So I'm opening the Nuc box. Gently. There was a nail placed in it so that it would not move while the hive was being transported. Right, lots of bees, and I'm gonna place this here. I am supposed to make a little smoke based on what I've seen on YouTube. Get the bees down because they don't like the smoke. And I can't believe it, but it worked just like it is supposed to. Where did I place the knife? Give it to you.
Here's up one item, take let me see.
So I found the knife. It was in the clothes that I'm wearing below the suit. And I'm using the knife because I don't have a hive tool. I was told that it is okay to use the knife. My hive tool hasn't arrived as yet. You know, all the experts on YouTube were saying the most important thing to get is the bees, so I went ahead and get the bees first. And sometimes it takes a while to get stuff on this island, so I'm awaiting a hive tool. I'm gonna get one off of Amazon. So we're just supposed to put the tool in here and detach these frames from the hive. We're supposed to be very gentle with it. Alright, this end is raising up. Being careful not to crush any bees, especially the queen. Trying to get a knife. Don't want to crush any bees. So this looks good. This end. This looks good at that end. Set the knife down. Quick check to see if there is a queen. Don't see her here, but she is. She's now in a new home. So I bought this Nucs from a guy named Jesse on the island here. He's a bee expert. these Nucs, sorry. Once again, being very careful. A lot of bees, a lot of activities. A lot of broods. I am not seeing a queen here. I'm seeing broods hatching. I don't like these frames, Jesse. Next time I come to get a Nuc, you have to give me better frames. Alright, so we alternate. It's gonna be a long video because I'm going very slow because I want to make sure that I'm extra careful. These frames look like homemade frames, and if I remember correctly, Jesse did tell me that he makes his own frames, so I guess he's going for function over pretty and farm. I don't have any problem with that, as long as it works, I suppose. You can see some honey here. I am still not seeing any bee that resemble a queen. Could be my inexperience. Or it could be that she isn't here. Amos, you guys need to be very careful. Because you don't have the appropriate gears. And I need to make sure that you remain safe while I work. On this hive. So can you take it away a good distance and set it up and then bring it back for me? I still haven't seen queen. There's a lot of building going on, a lot of structures on these hives. I am not experienced enough to know what to do with them. So I'm leaving them as is. Hopefully they use the new real estate. Is there a king here? Man, I was really hoping to see the queen. hoping to see the queen, but guess I'm just not that guy, right? Just trying to get everything lined up. Walking really gentle. I don't want to crush any bee. This colony is nice, not very aggressive. I think I may have been able to do this without the suit and be able to scratch my itching nose. Or it could be that I'm protected by the suit. Okay, so I was gonna check for the queen here, but this structure almost broke on me. I'm gonna try to handle this one hand. Set this frame here. What is this one? Inside the hive. So this is supposed to be a 10 frame hive, but the combs are built out in an irregular fashion with a lot of bulges. And that has eaten up the space inside the hive. I'm trying not to I'm gonna ask my cameraman to come closer so we can see what is happening, because these bees are really not that aggressive, and I think he will be okay. The cameraman doesn't seem to want to come closer.
Bro, you say you don't have no gas when you still cooking it.
Trying to
Use
see
my
God Jesus will work America.
knife hive tool. These things. Because those frames that are moved from the Nucs, they're a little sticky. You like that one?
No,
Your mother wanted to try it?
I don't know. I won't let nobody else do it. I don't think so. Look at us, where the gas stands. Empty.
Yeah, so that's the move. So the queen should be in there, and she should be safe. And let me make sure that she's not in this box.
She not.
So we started to build this piece of comb here. So I'm just trying to make sure the queen isn't here. I don't think it is very likely that she would be here. But as a beginner, I'm not taking any chances. I'm being extra careful. And sorry, you need to stay back. Please stay safe. Safety first. I do not see any bee that looks different or bigger. Right, so we supposed to release these bees by shaking the box. And then they'll use the pheromone of the queen, who is in the other box, find their way into that box. And the way that they're going into that other box, I think, is a signal that the queen is in fact in that other box. Alright, so let's give it a shake again. You can see that they're getting into the new home. And so this transfer has gone as planned. I'm very, very, very grateful for that. I've seen on YouTube. Woo. Alright, so we're inside the second nook that we're going to be doing for the day. Textbook, a little bit of smoke. These don't like smoke and it lets them go down into the hive so they don't get crushed while we're walking. Not too much smoke, just a little. I don't want to get them agitated too much. Alright, so this one should go just as smooth as the first one. The hive is facing that way. We're going to put them in the same order, so I'm going to start from this end. Alright, well there is more space here, so I'm going to start from this end. And I'm going to just make sure that I have them in the correct order. From right to left. And the whole theme of this exercise that I'm doing here is to make sure that I am extra careful and that I don't have.
Yeah, because I was trying when I mistake with you. Like if I saw when I mistake with you.
No more harm. Done good. I only have 2 colonies. Based on my research, I think the reason why those structures built in this hive are so irregular is because the frames didn't have the wax, so the bees are functioning the way that they function when they are in the wild. I can't say that I have an issue with this. I'm a nature man. So you can see we have structures bulging out. I think that's natural honeycomb, the way that you would see honeycomb in the wild. I'm checking for the queen. You could actually smell the honey coming off of this comb.
You have honey on it? You want to have honey on it? Huh? I don't see no honey. How do you see honey?
Yeah, you see honey in the comb.
It's spicy honey because you're angry.
If you look in the comb, you would see some have eggs and some have honey.
Oh, I can see now.
Yeah. Remember that you don't have the gears, and I don't want you to get in the danger zone.
Was that the queen you see here?
You think you see the queen?
I think I see it.
Where?
Hold on here. We are not here to... You're the only one who sees the queen.
You think that's the queen? I don't think so.
The queen is long and bad and very
Yeah. You find out, I don't think it's longer than the other bees.
Yes. Go back in the first one. Let's notice it.
Yeah, you're gonna notice it by it being longer than the other bees, but the one that you identified doesn't seem longer than the other bees.
You find it could be outside. If you don't see anything else.
Alright, well if we don't see anything else, then
I was correct.
yeah.
Come on, no the funny. I like that. That friend was bought. Don't be greedy. Bees have to get things. There's so much. Wait, next one kind of empty. No, I just want some. It's called an empty. Oh, one after this one. Okay, enough talking.
I'm actually smelling the honey.
Smells like bee butter.
And that is amazing.
Bee butter.
So this is interesting. I noticed the same thing in the first box that we did. The boxes do contain some of these frames with these starter construction wax in the middle, if that's what you call it. I'm checking for the queen just in case you're wondering. But the bees are actually building in the frame that doesn't have this paper first. But in all my research, it says that if you give the bees these paper here, they would start building and it would be quicker. So why is it that in this Nuc box they're actually building in those frames that doesn't contain this paper before they start working with this paper? I don't know, man. You could leave him. I don't mind.
No. I was walk across my camera.
That's okay.
Don't worry, Dad, you'll cut it out on the editing.
I mean not. Yeah, but I mean we're not done.
How do you need that?
You smoke? No, I don't think I need that.
But we need it. So if you see somebody, don't hesitate. I'm very.
Yes, I have a queen.
Huh?
I don't know if the cameraman wants to take a chance here. Don't box. But I have the queen on this frame. Are you seeing the whole frame, cameraman? Okay, so the queen is close to my right hand. She's going down in the space. Alright, she's gone down in the space. And I'm gonna attempt to come. I think she's coming back up. So if you look where my right hand is, she has gone on the other side. She's back up right here. I think she's shy. She's still on the frame, so I'm going to place her in the box. Shine away from the light. But that is nice. I wanted to see a queen today, and I have my wish come true. Gonna come in the end. Right, and once again, as seen on YouTube, you get here and you give this a good shake. And guided by the pheromones from the queen, they should go into the hives. But for now, they seem to be more interested in attacking my suit. So I'm very happy once again that the little ones were very insistent on me wearing the protection before I started interacting with this hive. So you know, I just feel them buzzing around. To be honest, this Nuc has always been the more aggressive. Just trying to make sure I don't crush any views. Of the two. Make sure nobody gets crushed. I'll put this lead on. This is it. It took me some time. I thought it was gonna be quicker, but as I started this, and you know, I was very careful because, like I said, this is my first time doing this. I paid a lot for these guys. I wasn't going to take any chance. I don't want to lose my new colonies. I don't want to lose this opportunity that I have here to do this thing that I've wanted to do for so long. And I want to say thank you to the Jesse, the bee expert that I got the Nucs from, for his support. You know, he came here, helped me set up the Nucs in the first place. And I have this close associate that I speak to. I am not going to say his name on this camera because I am not sure if he would want me to do that, but he know who he is. He's a real resource, a real friend, and a real support, and he has given me a wealth of information when it comes to getting this whole bee setup started. You know, everything that he has explained to me, what I'm supposed to expect as I open the Nucs, you know, in terms of the timing and everything and how the bees will be behaving, came to pass like a prophecy. My brother, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you, and my good bro who always helps me with my construction, you know what I mean, Habib. Go in and get the lumber from the lumber place, carrying the lumber from the lumber place by hand, on foot, to the workshop, because transportation was not an option. Listen, thank you, man. This is a big deal for me. This is a milestone. It is something that I've wanted to do a long time at the Grenada Food Forest. I may not have said it on this channel before, but all my close associates know that this is something that I've always wanted to include here at the Grenada Food Forest. And I just want to say a special thank you to all the people who helped. My good friend Tommy Nicholas, aka Seta, you helped so much. You don't know how, but trust me, this would not have been possible at this time without you. My sons and my daughter, Ken Trill, cameraman and director, Amos, Asar, Acacia, the one who inspired me, well, not inspired me, but really instructed me and insisted that I get suited up for this operation. You know, sometimes I think that I'm kind of special or something. I was going to attempt that without the suit. The way the bees were buzzing around that suit, listen, I'm not that special. Thank you for that. V, my partner, for helping me finish the construction of these boxes, those little handles and the cover with this frame around it. I wasn't going to do that. That is all you, the sanding and making it look that nice. Thank you a million for that. Yeah. And that's it. I don't know what more I could say or what more I could do. I feel so excited. You have no idea of the feeling inside me right now. I feel so excited having finally done this. I got the bees here. I got the bees from the Nucs into the brood boxes, and I did that by myself. And thanks, man. This one probably had an accident, maybe accidentally stepped on or something. Yeah, it's gonna make it. I think it's gonna make it. Yeah, So listen, I don't have all the setup. I don't have the bench that I need to have. I don't have all the tools, but I was able to start, and I think I'm gonna be able to get going, and I'm gonna build this operation as we go. So that's all I have for you. Arthur Lewis, Grenada Food Forest. If you like the video, remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember, when you share the video, you're irrigating the channel so it could grow just like this beautiful garden. Remember to get out there and get growing.